Wind sounds. A single flickering lantern. Narrator V.O. What you are about to hear is not a ghost story. It is not fiction. It is not a legend passed down by fearful villagers around a fire. What you are about to hear is the truth. A truth so terrifying that the Indian government sealed the files. A truth so dark that the survivors refused to speak for over 30 years. This is the story of Chandanpur, a village of 340 people that disappeared in a single night. No bodies, no footprints, no explanation, just silence.
The disappearance at this remote village remains one of India's most baffling paranormal mysteries.
Introducing Chandanpur, 045, 130. Aerial drone shots of an abandoned village. Broken walls, overgrown fields, empty wells. Narrator V.O. Chandanpur was a small village located in the dense forests of central India. Population 340 people. Farmers, families, children. A completely normal village with a temple, a school, a market. People who laughed, celebrated festivals, and slept peacefully at night until the night of the 14th of October, 1991. The night that erased Chandanpur from the map of India and from the memory of those in power forever. Scene 3, the last known day,
look at this!
1:30, 2:15. Black
It's
and
coming
white
from the
reconstructed
stone.
Visuals of village
What is
life.
this liquid?
Children play. The day before the disappearance was completely ordinary.
The village of
A
Chandanpur
wedding was
is
being
hereby
planned.
declared
Crops had
acquired
just been
for public
harvested.
purpose.
That evening,
All residents-
smoke rose from cooking fires as always. Lamps were lit in every home, and yet something was different. 3 separate witnesses from the nearest town, Birpur, reported seeing a strange, thick fog rolling toward Chandanpur from the forest. Not rain clouds, not morning mist, a fog that moved against the wind. Writing, Narrator V.O. What makes this case even more chilling is what we found inside the abandoned home of the village priest Pandit Raghunath Sharma, his diary, written just 2 days before the disappearance. He wrote, and I translate his exact words, "Something is watching us from the forest. Last night I heard sounds no animal can make. The temple lamp extinguished itself 3 times. God help us all. I fear what is coming cannot be stopped."
The harvest
Nobody
looks good
listened.
this year, Ahmed.
Nobody left.
Yes,
And
if
2
the
days
fog
later,
doesn't take it.
nobody remained. Scene 5, the morning of October 15th, 3 to 3:45. A postman arriving on a bicycle. Silence. Empty streets. Doors wide open. Narrator V.O. It was the village postman from Birpur Ram Kishore who first discovered what had happened. He arrived at Chandanpur at approximately 8 a.m. on October 15th for his routine delivery. What he found stopped him cold. Every door in the village was wide open. Cooking fires had burned out mid-meal. Food was still on plates. A child's toy lay in the middle of the road. Clothes were hanging on washing lines, but there was not a single human being, not one. In a village of 340 people, complete, total, absolute emptiness. Scene 6, the investigation begins. 3:45, 4:30. Old police jeeps, officers in vintage uniforms, cordon tape around the village. Narrator V.O. Ram Kishore rode back to Birpur in a panic and reported what he had seen. Local police arrived by noon. What they documented in their official report is deeply disturbing. No signs of struggle anywhere in the village. No blood, no broken furniture, no evidence of fire, flood, or animal attack. Most disturbingly, no footprints leading out of the village. In the soft mud of the post-monsoon ground, there were footprints inside homes, inside the market, near the temple. But at the edge of the village, they simply stopped. As if 340 people had been lifted straight into the air. Sealed files. 4:30, 5:15. Government buildings. Blurred official stamps. Black redaction marks on documents. Narrator V.O. Within 48 hours of the discovery, something unusual happened. Officers were told to hand over all files to a special central team. Local journalists who had begun covering the story were warned to stop. A government notice declared Chandanpur a restricted zone, citing, quote, environmental hazard. But not a single environmental agency was ever sent there. The case was buried. The files were sealed under Section 124 of the Official Secrets Act, and Chandanpur was quietly removed from official village records, as if it had never existed. Scene 8, 15, 6, 15. A dimly lit room. An old man sitting in shadows, his face half hidden. Narrator V.O. For 30 years, investigators believed there were no survivors. Then, in 2021, a journalist named Priya Menon tracked down a 8-year-old man living under a false name in a small town in Gujarat. His real name, Mo.